Hello and welcome to the Bank Holiday Survival Guide, a short podcast mini-series to help you enjoy this long weekend without falling into that usual all or nothing spiral. Whether your goal is fat loss, feeling healthier and more in control, or just not starting Tuesday in a hangover haze, these episodes are here to help keep you grounded, supported and in a good rhythm. This is the exact approach that we use within the TFP. There are no strict rules, no guilt, just the tools and strategies to help you feel good in your body and enjoy the life that you work so hard for. So let's get into it. We are now on to part 3 of this 4-part series. It is Sunday today. Today's message is short but really powerful. Apart from me saying Happy Easter, we're going to talk today about just enjoying the moment. We've talked about setting intentions and picking what matters. We've talked about how to enjoy your food without guilt. Today, let's take the focus off food completely and talk about being present and enjoying the moment. Here is the truth that I took far too long to realise. It is not the chocolate you remember. It's not how many calories you ate. It's not whether you tracked your roast dinner. Think back to Christmas. We are now, 4 months on from Christmas, thereabouts. If I asked you to think back to your Christmas dinner, do you actually remember the things you ate on Christmas Day? Do you actually remember what you had on your plate? Do you remember that third serving of stuffing, or when you went back for the 17th M&S chocolate biscuit? That might just have been me. You might remember some bits of what you ate. I know that I had a really nice Christmas sandwich on Christmas evening watching the Wallace and Gromit movie. But what I really remember of that day, and what I know you really remember of that day, is the day. You remember the moment. I don't remember the sandwich particularly, but I remember watching Wallace and Gromit while I was eating it. I don't particularly remember everything that was on my plate for Christmas dinner, but I remember turning to my mum and saying, "This is a really great dinner. You've done a really good job." I don't remember necessarily all the chocolates that I ate after Christmas, but I do remember us all sitting down and unwrapping our presents together. Those are the things you remember. What you actually remember, what really fills you up, is the moments. It's the connection, the feeling. And I don't mean that in a really fluffy, sentimental way. I mean it quite literally. When you are present, everything changes, not just mentally, but physically too. I'm a huge Friends fan. Of course I am. I'm a millennial. I grew up watching Friends after school every day. And there's one episode, and you probably will remember the one, where Phoebe brings her new boyfriend, played by Alec Baldwin, to Monica and Ross's parents' anniversary party. And he's the most full-on, overly positive, almost too positive person. And there's a whole bunch of lessons we could take from this one episode. But he does this thing where he goes, and I'm going to do this, it's going to be so embarrassing. And he goes, "Oh my God, you're so amazing. I'm going to take a mental picture of you all." And then goes click with his fingers. And I always think about that when I talk about this, because so often in kind of the modern day, and particularly when you have a busy career, when you're constantly working towards the next thing, and this was true for me, I was always thinking about, right, when I do this, I'm going to buy a house, and then I'm going to get married, I'm going to get my next promotion. I'm always thinking about the next thing, and I still do this now in my current career. I'm always thinking about the next thing with the business. So often we rush through life. We're constantly looking forward to the next thing, that we don't take time to actually savor the moment. So today, I want you to try and take a few mental pictures, not because it's cute or sentimental. Take a few physical pictures too, because I think we could all do with having more physical memories as well. But by taking these mental pictures, it helps you to slow down. It helps you to experience the moment, not just eat through it or scroll through it or drink through it without being present. When you experience things, you enjoy them more. Enjoying something, to enjoy something, you have to actually be in it. It's very hard to enjoy something when you're distracted. You're not going to really enjoy a meal if you're thinking about something else or scrolling on your phone. What this looks like in practice, what does being present in the moment look like in practice? So this weekend, if your kids are doing an Easter egg hunt or playing in the garden, pause and watch them. Actually watch them. Don't be half on your phone or in your head or writing a to-do list or emptying the dishwasher. Actually just watch them. Be present in that moment. If you're eating a really lovely dessert later on this evening, savor it. Notice how it tastes, how it smells, how you feel after a couple of bites. It doesn't need to be a full-on mindful eating ritual if you don't want it to be, but slowing down and just being present and going "Oh my God, this is great," that can make a huge difference. If you're spending time with people you care about, sit in that moment, look around, let your body catch up with where your brain is, enjoy being present with those people. If you're out with your dog for a walk, watch them and have fun with them. This is something that I've been trying to do more and more because I'm really bad at it. I'll go for a walk and I often have a podcast on. I love a podcast. I have a podcast. But sometimes it's quite nice to go out without your headphones in or anything like that and just enjoy being in the moment. In fact, I love nothing more than going out for a walk with Harry and the dog without headphones or anything, and just chatting and watching the dog play and playing with him and having fun. It's so fulfilling and so much more enjoyable than just stomping up a hill with him. If you're watching a movie with the family, like put your phone down and focus. This is why I love my weekly cinema trips that we go on, because it forces me to be present and in the moment. When you can be really present and actually enjoy the occasion, it helps you to feel better without needing to over rely on food to feel good. Because when you're more present, you naturally eat more mindfully. You naturally drink less. If you're taking the time to really savor a nice glass of wine, God, I love nice wine. If you're like, I'm going out for dinner as I'm recording this in a few days' time, and we're going somewhere it's a winery, so there's going to be loads of nice wine, and I will take the time to drink that wine and really savor it, to take a sip and go, oh, that's nice. If I just drank that mindlessly while talking, I wouldn't really enjoy that wine. It means I drink a little less and I enjoy it more. When you're present in the moment, you will enjoy the food you're eating more because you're not distracted. You'll be able to tune into when you've had enough and you'll feel more satisfied. But more importantly, being present, in fact, most importantly, it builds the kind of life you actually want to live. The kind where you're not just chasing the next treat or the next escape or the next reward, but actually enjoying where you're at. It means you can still look forward to holidays. You can still look forward to the next thing you're working towards. You can still have goals to work towards, but it also means you get to enjoy the moment you're in right now. Because if you want to enjoy the life you have outside of work, or in work for that matter, you have to actually be in that moment. To enjoy the life you're living, you have to be in that life. So your challenge today is to go and take a few mental pictures, log the memories, like try and bank those memories for the future, because Easter comes around once a year. This bank holiday, this 4-day weekend comes around once a year. So go and really enjoy it, because this is it. This is the one life we've got. That got a bit deep. And notice how much more grounded you feel when you do this. And if you need a little reminder, if you need to bring yourself back into the moment, just ask yourself this one question. Where am I right now? Am I actually here in this moment, or am I somewhere else? Bring yourself back to the moment, take a deep breath and take it in. You are smashing this. I'm going to see you tomorrow for our final part, where I'm going to talk about what to do as this weekend comes to an end. Because spoiler alert, we're not doing detoxes. That's not how we do things here. We're not starting from scratch. I will see you then.